buy his albums. He actually lets me use this. He probably has forgotten by now. But if anyone reminds him, I love it. I absolutely love Danny Couch. We've gone to see his show 2 or 3 times, Honolulu, and I would go to see him again in a minute. We tried to see him, or maybe we even did, in Las Vegas. He was there, and he was supposed to be playing the Phantom in the Phantom of the Opera in New York a long time ago, and I gather in the end he didn't, for some personal reasons, but I think he would have been the best. He has that perfect voice. And Danny Couch, I Love Hawaii. We've got his albums, but I always skip to I Love Hawaii and play it as loud as I can. So anyway, here we are, Betty's Real Estate Corner, or actually it should be Roy and Betty now because we're both mostly here. This is going to be a day with nobody here. Elizabeth Quayle, where are you? I was going to call you and give you a number, but now I don't know the number. So I can't do it unless somebody passes the secret number to me. I think they might. Okay, let me just see. Here, he's going to do it. So if you hear this, Elizabeth, do a call in. Call me and let's talk about your listing upcountry. Elizabeth took a listing upcountry that we went to see the other day. Absolutely fabulous. 5 acres of land. There's a really great home. You could live in it in a minute, just the way it is. Different, but let's see if Elizabeth will call me and tell me more. Okay, Elizabeth, 808-830-2428. Roy, if you're listening, let's see if she would call 808-830-2428. Roy's out there selling real estate, and he's got a lot of different things that he's been working on, and he's worked a lot with people and trying to help reorganize Lahaina, and was part of one of the original groups that went through Lahaina after the fires, and they wore they were really dressed to the max. They brought them everything they would need to protect themselves, because at the time nobody really knew for sure and how you were going to be, but they had masks, etc. And but anyway, Roy's the best, and he's busy doing something today, and hopefully next week he'll be here, so I won't have to talk fast. I do talk fast, I'm told. So somebody used to call me Bullet Train Betty, which is not a good thing, so don't repeat that. But it has been pretty funny because Roy will call me that when I get on a fast dialogue. So here we are. We're going to talk a little about real estate. We're going to go over some different things that we've read before. One that I always like is that procrastination one, to buy or not to buy, which is really interesting to me. Because that's always been a thing for people trying to figure out. We've heard that, somebody right now, it's a big time where people are commenting, if only I had bought 2 months ago. The market went down, slipped down, some really great deals happened. I think there still could be some really great deals, and people, if you've been thinking something, get out there, because I do think that some of these will still be fabulous deals. But the thing that I kept reading, I've read off and on, and it is kind of interesting, but it's the thing that says, I hesitate to make a list of all the countless deals I missed, bonanzas that were in my grip, I watched through my fingers slip. The Winfields, which I should have bought, were lost because I overthought. I thought of this, I thought of that. I could have sworn I smelled a rat, and while I thought things over twice, another grabbed them at that price. It seems I always hesitate, then make my mind up way too late. A very cautious man am I, and that is why I never buy. How Nassau and Suffolk grew, New Jersey, Staten Island too, while others culled those sprawling farms and welcomed deals with open arms. A corner here, 10 acres there, compounding values year by year. I chose to think, and as I thought, they bought the deals I should have bought. The golden chances I had then are lost and will not come again. Today I cannot be enticed, for everything's so overpriced. The deals of yesteryear are dead, the market's soft and so's my head. Last night I had a fearful dream. I know I wakened with a scream. Some Indians approached my bed for trinkets on the barrel head and dollar bills worth 24 and nothing less and nothing more. They'd sell Manhattan Isle to me. The most I'd go was 23. The Redman scowled, not on a bet, and sold to Peter Minuet. At times, a teardrop drowns my eye for deals I had but did not buy. And now life's saddest words I pen, if only I'd invested then. Now, we got this out of it came originally from the Farm and Land Realtor magazine, October 1917, and it was replayed in real estate Maui style. I don't know the years, but this is where I got it from. And it really is. I mean, it could have been written, on here it says 76, 85, 95. Could be written right now because there have been some amazing deals that have happened recently. And we're having people that are now looking for one of those deals. So there still could turn out to be, in my opinion, some amazing prices that'll happen. And it's going to be an interesting thing here for a while. And then it'll start shooting up again. Almost feels like it's ready to do that, but I don't really know that for sure. None of us ever do. Our special area has always been, or for many years, has been Kapalua. Early on, it was more island-wide, and we've sold something almost anywhere. And that's been, in my opinion, fun. You know, you'd have to. I met a young couple years ago that bought a little condo in Kihei, and I know where it is, and I've forgotten the name right now, which is embarrassing. But they were the greatest, and I had a lot of fun doing it because they looked at everything on the island just about, and they had some help, I think, from a parent, and bought something that really started them in real estate, and I hope a great future. And they moved away from here. But I think we all, as realtors, we all have those people that we met early on, and it's good to be doing it. I was thinking today of just talking a little bit about Caldwell Banker Island Properties. And our office is at Kapalua, and we've got amazing agents who sit there all day, every day, starting at 8 a.m. Sometimes somebody's there earlier, and they're there till 6, and we have one agent that often will stay there later. You know, there's great restaurants all around there, so people come by, and if all the lights are on, you end up talking with someone. So it's a great spot to be. But all day, pretty much any day, 7 days a week, you'll meet an agent there. It's right between the restaurants that are there, which we've got a brand new restaurant ready to open. So you're in the heart of everything. It's right across from where Kumalani Chapel has been. So, I mean, there's a lot of things going on there, but you come by there anytime and just say you want to talk about real estate with whoever's there. And if they're tied up or they're in the middle of a transaction or something, ask them to call someone that you can talk to or give you a card so that you can call the person. Because I think people have a lot of questions about real estate that never ever get answered. And they're curious. And maybe on day one, they're curious. And then they go back home to wherever. They're to Chicago, New York, Nebraska. I mean, everybody that walks in there is from somewhere around the world. And they're amazing, amazing, amazing people. And having them be what I used to jokingly say was my new best friend, I made some great friends. I mean, people that when we've traveled, we've said hello, people that never bought real estate, and people that bought a lot of real estate or referred people to us. So I don't think you've ever got to be embarrassed about walking up to a realtor and assuming they don't have another person there looking to sign a contract. You know, talk to them, hear what their opinion is, what they think the best deals are. And that by itself is good. And you can do it a few different times. I mean, just come by when you're in town. Come by the office there at Kapalua and talk to whoever's there. And you can blame me. You can say, Betty Sakamoto on the radio said I could come in and that you would talk real estate with me so I could understand exactly what's going on here at Kapalua and island-wide. If we have offices all over the island, amazing, amazing real estate people everywhere. I don't have all of the locations with me at the moment, but she can also refer you to another office and say, when you're over there, you can go in and chat with this person and learn a little bit. And maybe you're not ready this year, but next year you will be, or in 6 months. I mean, things have a way of changing, and that's what you've got to do. You've just got to hang in there and wait for the market to either come to you or wait for your earning potential to go up enough that you know that this is what you want or where you want to live. So there's so many, many different ideas. And each agent that you talk to, it will help. I mean, sticking with one is what I would always like to say, because I've always had people that I've met, and then they've called me during the years, or I might have helped them find a rental, or if they were here and looking for a doctor, often they'd have my card and call me and ask me something. And most of the time, we've got the information that they need, or we'll find a way that will get it for them. It's no big mystery how to find someone here. But again, often for medical care, or maybe, a lot of the hotels have sitter services, so if you're traveling with your children, I would always check with the front desk, because if they're referring someone to you, they're good, and it'll seem a little expensive, but you'll be able to walk away and rest assured that your child is going to be safe and taken care of. So, I mean, those are all different little thoughts, but I think it all makes sense. I did bring along, some other stuff today that are kind of fun. Let me just take a quick look here. I brought some of our lists of properties that are on the market right now. And one of them, Juliet from our office, has a nice listing. And I didn't bring all of the regular, the list of how many units are listed, et cetera. But there's a couple of different places. Holly Royale is on the lower road, or off the lower road. And let me just see what I can give you on here. 1 bedroom, 2 bath, listed right now at $574,000. It's about 850 square feet with a lanai. There's a pool. There's everything you would want there. There are no short-term rentals there, and there never have been. There's, I think, 85 units, and the landscaping, absolutely spectacular. Lush, well-manicured landscaping, countless luxury amenities that include the pools, hot tub, sauna. The lawns are always freshly manicured, tennis court, barbecue areas, entertainment pavilion, community laundry, so they don't have laundry in all the units. And maybe they have some by now, I'm not sure. That would be a thing that I would always be wondering about, laundry. If I had to leave to do laundry somewhere, it would be really fairly difficult. Oops, excuse me. Little quick drink of water. So I'm going to try to, I thought Elizabeth was going to check in with me, but she hasn't been able to. Let me just see if we can reach her. Hold on 1 minute. It's can't think of the number right now, which is really one of those moments, because I talk to Elizabeth X number of times a day. But let's go back to some of the properties that are on the market right now. A great area, Kaanapali Hillside, 134 Piha'a Street, listed at $3,399,000. Really an amazing home, 5 bedrooms, 5 baths, 4,500 plus square feet. The land is around 10,000 square feet, which I think is the minimum size for a Kaanapali Hillside lot. This one has, again, everything. It has an extra den, study, dining area, eat-in kitchen nook, family room. It's been remodeled, lawn sprinklers. It's a large custom home, Kanapali Hillside, a separate laundry room. I don't know, it's just one of those homes listed by Marianne Fitch and Mihaela Stoops. Mihaela could be reached at 875, oh nope, here's her cell phone, 808-357-4000. Marianne could be reached at 808-250-1583. And they have a lot of listings, Marianne and Nam Leviette. They've got the market cornered in certain areas, I think. And but worth talking to them. So give Marianne a call. Elizabeth Quayle, we went and saw a property that she's got listed the other day, which is basically upcountry, located at 1525 Kaupakalua Road. 3 bedrooms, 4.5 baths. It has 5.5 acres of land. When she tried to get me to walk it, I said, I don't think so. But looking at it from the decks, major, major property. And it's beautiful. I wish I was younger. I'd love to own that property and be walking around it all the time. But it really is a absolutely unbelievable property and worth seeing it. I would say, again, it's something worth looking at if you've been looking for a property like that. You could end up, again, the different buildings, the primary building right now, the 3-bedroom, 4.5 bath, is 4,064 square feet. And there's decks and, little water features. It's egg loaned, or egg zoned, not loaned, and really worth getting a look at. There's so many beautiful trees, everything that you could want in a home. Great barbecue areas. So the main house is a large single-story owner-built main home, boasts everything you would need to run a farm, ranch, and then some. It's they also have 2 kitchens in the home, and it's set up in a way that would be the perfect multi-generational living home. It's just got everything. So again, talk to Elizabeth on that, because she really has a ton of information, and I would check with her. And again, that's 808-276-6061. It took me a minute to find that because I have my brain a little not totally ready right now. But again, 5.5 acres, egg-loaned parcel in the heart of Haiku. So it's something that you really should see. I know they've been having a lot of open houses, especially over the weekend. So I think, again, it's all worthwhile. So take your time, but do it. Get there and talk to Elizabeth and meet her there, or call your own real estate agent if it's something you haven't seen. I think it's been on the market before, and again, back on the market now. But we went up there. I think that it could be one of those properties that somebody will buy, maybe, remodel somewhat. But again, you could just move in there like it is and enjoy it. Beautiful refrigerators, the floors are great. There's no ocean view, really, but that's a whole other thing. I shouldn't have mentioned it, but you still have to see it. Emerald green pastures, fruit trees, flowers, sheep. There's sheep there. And it is true. It's a legacy property as close to heaven and earth as can be. Somebody wrote that on one of the things that some of the realtors would come by, and it really is that. It's a legacy property and just has a little bit of everything. So again, call Elizabeth or call Roy, 808-870-7060, and he's familiar with the property and a lot of other large properties that would be legacy properties. And again, at $3.4 million compared to different parts of the island, that's really, I think, a great, great value. So give it a thought. Let me just see what else we've got here. I'm going through some of these things. Roy left them for me today. So 114 KAOI Street at Honolulu Ridge, so now we're back on the west side. That's a home that's 4,600 square feet plus, 1,200 plus large lanais, covered lanais, on, over 4 acres of land, gentle slope, really huge ocean view. And now this is listed at $13,950. So again, you've got the same size home, but it's located at the Kapalua Resort, and again has everything you'd ever want: den, study, dining area, eat-in kitchen nook, laundry room. It's been remodeled already: lawn, sprinklers, spa, hot tub, of course, garage doors, blinds, security system, chandelier, swag lamp, dishwasher, disposal dryer. Amazing property. So again, those properties, Roy's real familiar with all of them, and I think he's a little tied up today on showings, but again, jot down his number, 808-870-7060, or Marianne Fitch, who's the listing agent, 808-250-1583. Again, there's so many amazing properties. Going back to the change in the market, which is kind of happened following the fires, when all of a sudden prices seem to level out. And that makes it, almost a semi-buyer's market. So it went away from being a seller's market to more of a buyer's market. And yet a lot of the resort properties have continued to sell for large sums of money, and I think they will, because it's a second home. People come here and they want to be here. They want to have a second home. They want to bring the family for generations, and it's really nice that they can do that. I think it's beyond nice. To be able to buy a second home property somewhere would be wonderful. So I think, again, worth looking. When you're ready to buy something like that, it's perfect, and this is a good time. I think, again, the market has slipped a little, especially on the lower priced homes, and there's, in spite of the fact that so many properties were lost, again, in a way, it's a minor number, but we need housing. I mean, now we need housing again, to take care of the people who lost their properties and are trying so hard to be able to build another property. They're working with their insurance companies, lawyers, family. There's just so much happening in West Maui. It's basically an insane time. So I would say, if you're thinking of buying something, it's worth doing it now. So call Roy Sakamoto, 808-870-7060. You can call me, 808-870-7062, and ask us about real estate. Just say you're not ready right now, but you want to know something. You want someone that you can keep calling. And depending on what it is, we may give you someone else's number, just because we're not going to be around forever, even though we think we'll be. So we'll talk to you, though, and fill you in and give you information. Okay, we're at the 1 minute warning. So let's get ready for next week. I think Roy will be back here in the studio with me, which is always a lot of fun, and I don't have to talk quite so fast. And Danny Couch is back with I Love Hawaii, and he's going to be singing it right behind me now. And I love Hawaii, and I love Danny Couch, and I love Roy Sakamoto. What more is there? I'm the luckiest girl in the world. Aloha.